All right then. 3.1 solving quadratic equations, the continuation part. So I want to tell you about when you solve these equations by graphing. So when you graph them, you know how to graph them because we did that in 2.2. I think it's page 61 or 62. So 2.2 shows you how to graph. Now, how do you interpret that? What the heck does it mean? Okay, so here's a parabola. The vertex is right here. It crosses the x-axis at that point and that point. That means there's going to be two answers. One answer is the x value at that point, and the other answer is the x value at that point. This is the x-axis. The x-axis. It's the value of x there and there. So this would be the zeros of the function. This would be the roots of the equation. This would be the solution to the equation. If you had something that looks like this, okay, here's a graph. This graph touches the x-axis at one point. That means the value of x at that point would be the solution to that equation, that whatever you graphed. Okay, so this in case is only going to be one answer. Okay, here's a different problem, different equation. When you graph it, a parabola looks like this. It opens down. It intercepts the x-axis 2 points. So the solution, the roots of the equation, or the zeros, would be the two values of x. So the one answer is the x value right there, and the other answer is the x value right there. Okay. What if you have this, where you have the graph like this, and this parabola does not cross the x-axis? That means you don't have two answers? No. You don't have one answer? No. It means you have no real solution. No real solution. Okay? What if you have something like this? Here's a graph. Sorry, here's a coordinate plane. And this does not cross the x-axis. Since it does not cross the x-axis, there's not two answers. There's not one answer. There is no real solution. Okay? Don't put no solution, just put no real solution. Okay? I'll tell you why in just a little bit, because that's the graphing part. There's another thing I want to tell you about. See stuff about solving the equation using square roots. If you get, if you solve these equations here, solving the equation using square roots, this portion, if you get to something like this, r equals the square root, and there's a negative number inside, after it's simplified, you have a negative number inside, that means there's no real solution. Whoops, there it is, no real solution. Here in this case, let's get that focused, there we go. That answer is no real solution. This one, what's the answer? No real solution. This one, what's the answer? No real solution. This one, what's the answer? Whoops, there. This one, what's the answer? And no, this one, the answer is that negative is not inside the radical. That negative is outside the radical. That's negative square root of 4. And square root of 4 is 2. That answer is negative 2. What's this answer right here? That answer is no, this is negative square root of 5. That cannot be simplified. What about this one? Oh, there's a negative inside the square root. I mean, no, we got to simplify it first. 10 minus 5 is 5. Okay, and you cannot simplify that anymore, so that is the exact answer. Square root of 5. What about this one? Oh, there's a negative inside the radical. We got to simplify it first. That right there, when you simplify it, is negative square root of 5. And that, since after it's simplified, you got a negative inside the radical. Now, no real solution. No real solution right there. Okay. What about this one? Hey, there's no negative inside, so this answer is plus or minus square root of 7. That is your answer. Okay. Be careful when you do these things. That right there is for when you're solving it by square roots. Good luck, guys. Bye.